Do you guys believe in love at first sight? I do, but guess what? In an analytical way. Don't you romantics be giving me the stink eye. You think they don't do studies on love? They do. Turns out love at first sight is kind of a real thing, and they can explain how it happens. Let's suppose that your first love is Schmeagol, cause let's be honest, who doesn't love Schmeagol? You guys have tons in common. You both love the precious, you both hate the filthy hobbitses, and then one day you guys get in an argument. Somebody mentions that during a wedding, someone has to give someone else the ring, and it just doesn't go over well. You guys break up, and then you go home and you eat a ton of ice cream, and you would never hear from Schmeagol again, except he keeps calling you like 200 times on your answering machine. Then he starts calling your mom, and you're like, Mom, don't talk to him, and she's like, I don't want to be rude. But finally, a year passes, and you're an independent soul, and that's when you meet a new person. Some guy who works as like a professional hall monitor or something. He doesn't like the precious, but he does hate filthy hobbitses, and you guys just kick it off. You just kinda click from the moment that you first met, and it all goes rather fast. And then one day he's looking at you with that look that you fell in love with, and you think to yourself, oh my god, I'm dating Schmeagol! This is a really common occurrence. A lot of people are aware that you tend to date the same people over and over again. Why do you do it? Well, they say it has to do with classical conditioning. They think that a person learns to associate love with the first person that they really fall in love with for a long time. You get used to their facial features and the way they behave, and then when you see that in someone else, it's love at first sight. Or that is, your brain kind of remembers and it fires up some of the receptors you have for love because you're expecting it. I really hope that hypothesis is true, because if it is, that means that every character who's had to go through love at first sight as a plot device has some very interesting backstory to account for. Oh, Twilight's mom? Yeah, she's been through like 100 of those horny demigod guys. I don't know why demigods are so into horses. Or Twilight's mom specifically, but whatever, let's get back to our game. So some people recommended that I go back to that castle and buy the medkit for Apple Bloom, which apparently replaces the flash tool, which in the previous game did nothing. It was supposed to blind enemies, but the coding didn't work. All the programming that was supposed to calculate whether or not you hit and miss with physical attacks was so screwed up that they just had to transfer all of it over to magic attacks instead. That created a whole bunch of other problems though. Like, for example, Force Armor, which was supposed to block magic attacks, could suddenly block every kind of attack. Let's just get this over with. How suspicious, a base is totally empty. It's almost like no one is guarding. Oh well, let's not think about it. Ignorance is bliss, I'm naked in the enemy base! You know what? I think we might be getting set up for a really obvious ambush. I think that we could go back to that base camp, and then there would be ponies. Yeah, okay, yes, I played before, so I know there's gonna be an ambush, but I mean, come on! I keep forgetting how dumb we are. You have to think there's like feigned retreats and stuff like that, but this is not even a feint. This is just really obviously a trap. Our entire party is just stumbling happily around this smelly cave under the assumption that the military base, everyone in it, simultaneously took a vacation. It's a holiday, we guess. It must be Pony Hanukkah, and none of us are Pony Jewish, so we're not celebrating. Also, who built this? Was it Esper's or the Empire? Because I am disappointed in someone. Somebody turned to someone else and they said, hey, you know what we need? A mechanical bridge system that costs 60 times as much as a normal bridge, and it doesn't function as a normal bridge. Honestly, having a bridge collapse underneath me is kind of a phobia of mine. This is really, like, not cool. And more food for thought, but didn't the Empire have to, like, march troops across this thing earlier on? Can you just imagine, like, 100 guys all standing around on this bridge? Like, no pushing! Okay, stop! Okay, go! All that military obstacle training would suddenly make a lot of sense. But I feel like it would be a Monty Python flying circus kind of event. Then they'd have to do it again on the way back after they've collected all the Espers, but this time they've got a ton of Espers. Okay, Dave, so you stand over there on that part of the bridge, that one doesn't disappear, and I'll stand over here. Give me just a second and I'll throw this guy to you. Yeah, I said throw him. No, you don't need to, don't tell Emperor Gilda about that, just catch. I couldn't say for sure if that is the Empire's brilliant engineering or if it's the Espers, but the Espers do apparently live in a volcano. So that says something about the Espers and what they consider to be good real estate. But then again, we haven't really seen like any field engineers for the Empire, and most armies are composed almost entirely of support crew, so it's a toss-up on who to blame for that one. It's either the fault of the worst army in the world, or of the guys who got busy with Twilight's mom just to see if they could. Although I guess it could have been built by magical elves or something, and they just kept it intact because it was a heritage site. Maybe there was a plaque I didn't read. Okay, someone is really bad at building bridges. That was a switch that self-destructed the bridge that the switch was suspended over. But it wasn't just a booby trap because it activated something else. That's like having a garage door opener that simultaneously opens the garage door and then smashes your car. Stupid bridge elves, we should just dismantle their dumb heritage site. At least they were nice enough to carve out stairs. Oh good, there's a bunch of switches all over the place and none of them are labeled. Well, this one opens up a door. Let's see what's in here. Oh, got a tent. I raided the Esper's camping supplies. You know, I used to have a friend who would build, like, Minecraft buildings the way that this cave is laid out. There would just be switches all over the place, and, like, things would fall down or explode if you didn't know what you were doing. Then he'd quit playing the game for, like, 2 weeks and come back and forget what everything did, and he would have to just pack up and move to a new location. It makes me think that maybe the Espers didn't seal themselves away on purpose at first. Maybe they just built all this stuff and, like, 2 weeks later couldn't remember what every switch and button did. Then they were basically trapped. Really, if they're like my friend, then we can just kind of let them isolate themselves. I mean, there's a certain kind of mind that does okay when isolated from society. It's the kind of mind that fills a house full of dangerous, unlabeled switches and then blames you when you kill yourself. Even though the switches were designed with the singular intent to kill people. Magicite? Well, I guess that answers our question about what they do with their dead. They just put them in a treasure box. And Ultima Weapon, okay, well, let's go back and explain something here. This original weapon used to be called the Atma weapon. Atma was derived from the word Atman, which is a sort of religious concept that describes the essence of self, or the soul. You see, the sword gets stronger the more HP you have. Atman is a concept present in both Hinduism and Buddhism, and it was really just a fancy way of calling this the self-powered sword. The soul sword, whatever, it was powered by your HP. Of course, now it's just a pop reference instead of a cultural reference, which is not terrible. I mean, one day historians are gonna look back and they're gonna use our pop references to kind of figure out what was going on. But if you work a little bit more to make some more meaningful context, then everything becomes more memorable. And that's the real thing. That's the real advantage of having meaning. This is not some egghead gripe where I'm saying that everything has to be significant. I'm just saying that if you have more context and meaning, more people can remember the things that you said and did. It's like a mnemonic device. If things are connected in your brain by, like, emotions and other logical things, then, you know, you just remember it for longer. And here we are. Are we still inside the cave, or are we outside the cave? How are we above the clouds? Didn't we go underground? This is the sealed gate. Maybe a fog rolled in while we were inside the cave. I hate when that happens. You go inside someplace for like an hour to do something, then you come out and the weather's terrible. Beyond is the Esper world. What a spooky place. Good luck, Twilight Sparkle. Dots. Beyond this door lies some barrels, and a couple innocuous trees, and maybe some turnips, and also some demigods. Oh my gosh! Oh, it was a trick! Twi, the gate, quickly! Oh no, we didn't see this coming at all. D! Discord! D is for Discord, that's good enough for me. Wee! The Emperor was right! Let Twi fall into your hands, and you'd open the gate for us. Wait, how long has this plan been in action? How does it feel to know you've been working for us? I know, same as always. Now I fear you've outlived your usefulness. You'd better think again, Discord. We challenge you to a dance! You gon' get served! Oh dear, you wanna fight me? This is just dreadful! Keep Discord busy. Okay. So maybe we'll go ahead and cast, like, Safe and Shell, just in case he's been amped up to kill the party in one hit without it. I'm starting to feel like my party is cyborgs or something. I got, like, Haste Spell, Shell Spell, Safe Spell. I could pick up stuff for, like, Float and Regenerate, maybe get a Wall Spell on there. I don't know. I'm going through, like, 3 different buffs and barriers as it is. Combat has been initiated! Raise shields! Divert power for evasive maneuvers! Applejack and Luna, fire lasers! Apple Bloom, stay on standby, doing Apple Bloom things! Don't get your cutie mark, you're not ready. Oh boy, here we go. Come on, Twilight, keep doing the same thing you were doing before we found out that the plan was compromised. Espers, please heed my call. The Empire's right behind us, but, you know, whatever. Oh, it just opens up like the doors to Walmart. I wonder if they've got, like, a greeter in there, like a little old Esper. He sits on a stool. Hello, welcome to Esper World. Hello, welcome to Esper World. It opened! I thought that was part of your plan. Why are you surprised that it opened? I'm positively bristling with excitement. Something's coming! Might be Espers. It might be the greeter! Hello, welcome to Mortal World! Hello, welcome to Mortal World! Oh, phew. Thought for a minute there we might be looked at as rude. Delightful! Hello, welcome to Mortal World! Hello, welcome to Mortal World! Hello, welcome to Mortal World! Wah! Hello, welcome to Mortal World! Hi, Twilight. Twi! Dots. Oh no, she's got the dots! Twilight, did you remember to say hello as they passed? That's probably why they're angry! I bet they had a greeter on their side. We probably made some kind of huge cultural faux pas. We don't know anything about their culture! Hey, the gate! Yeah, I see it. There it is. It's got the... Wait a minute, are those rocks just falling out of the sky? Okay, are we underground or not underground? I guess we're underground. But then why are there clouds? Is it fog? Is it really fog? Actually, those little things look kind of like snails. They could be mystical guard snails. Maybe that's why they fell in such a unique pattern. So you guys remember in the last video when I said that Twilight could be replaced by a confused gorilla in a top hat? What about those espers? Well, here we are, pretty much the climax of Twilight's usefulness in this game. Look, let's return to the airship. Very insightful. See, we could have had a gorilla here, who would have just been standing around going, man, what do you think that gorilla did to make all those espers so angry? And then we'd be like, I guess we ought to come up with another plan. The gorilla would have understood the situation just as well as Twilight did, and it would have been funnier. Plus, that whole scene with Discord would have been so much better. We knew that if we let that gorilla fall into your hands that you would do something stupid with it. Oh, Discord, you know us too well. So we're going back to that base, and I'm thinking that they probably locked up all their weapons, but I bet they didn't lock up their toothbrushes. We may not have been very proactive, but we can still cause gingivitis on our enemies. Oh, hello. What happened? The espers flew off together. That's all we know. Then the Empire citizens ran off, terrified. Which way did the espers go? Towards the capital. Which capital? Stalingrad? Oh, good, that's better than Canterlot, which is the only other capital still standing in the world. We're almost at Stalingrad. Can we pull over for the bathroom and some chips when we get there? There, what's that? It's a cloud, Twilight, just like the last 4 times you asked, okay? We'll see espers when we see the espers. Oh no, the party got stuck in the dialogue box. What's wrong, Twilight? I can feel it. It's coming closer and closer. Somebody pull over so she can use the restroom. Tell Dash it's an emergency. It was glowing. Glowing? We're not on the same page. What's that? Probably just a cloud, don't worry. It can't be. An Esper! It's coming! Everyone get ready to say hello! Watch out, Twi! Hello, welcome to... Oh, this is too quick. What was that? What did it look like? Dash, get down! Backflop! Hello, welcome to... Hello, welcome... Hello, welcome... Gosh, they won't even slow down. How are they gonna find where we keep all the pretzels? Gulp. Espers? Well, they could have been large birds. Where are they going? And why are they going there? They were mad. They sure looked mad. No. Stop! Please! Don't go! So effectual, Twilight. Yeah, they did. What's up with all this shaking? Whoa, are the espers doing this? Something's going weird with my text. Dash? We're going down! Okay, so I actually have another anxiety besides collapsing bridges, and it's crashing planes into the ocean! So... steer it away from the water! Steer, yeah, fly it into the mountain! No! Fly it into the mountain! Oh my god, Celestia, if we crash land in the ocean, I will sit on your head and make sure you drown first! Okay, nosedive now! No! Oh my god, we're going right towards the ocean! Okay, stay towards this. Looks like we're landing near the resistance. Or could be Zozo. I think we died. Well, let's look at the monsters. We saw a bunch of flying skeletons and zombie dragons. We also saw muscle ghosts and a bunch of guys in dirty nightshirts. That's all. Thanks for playing with me, everybody.